Hey everybody, Boxingboa back again. I got Rizzo, my Chilobrachys Discus Blue. I've been debating on getting this one for a long time, and finally, thanks to Tom Moore's video, and I'll leave a link, I think you say Moran, video on this. He just did a rehousing and stuff. I went ahead and got it. I know I'm not going to see this tarantula hardly at all. And that's fine with me because I just, like I said in my last video, I just enjoy owning them, taking care of them, and just watching them do the things they do. It was in this little enclosure right here, which was great for when I first got it, but now I'm moving it into this enclosure. And what I got in this enclosure is obviously I keep it moist. I sprayed it down. I got a cork bark, and I dug it out really good here so I can go in there and burrow deep and just chillax and just do what it does. My son named this one Rizzo, obviously, because we're Cubs fans. And I absolutely really love this tarantula. It's really cool. For as tiny as it was, you can't see it in here now because I had to get it out. But very neat webber. Had lots of webbing going around. I was playing Ring Around the Rosie trying to get Rizzo out of this enclosure, and finally I had to pull out the cork bark, and then I still played Ring Around the Rosie for a good 3 or 4 minutes because I didn't want to hurt the tarantula at all, because it is a little sling, so you do have to be cautious and you have to be careful with it. I got a couple dubias in here, some tiny ones, some mediums, so I will end up pre-killing a dubia roach when I rehouse this one right now, so that way it knows that it has home. I have tiny enough roaches that it could kill the roach on its own, but I just go ahead and pre-kill it. That way I can go and eat at leisure and not have to worry about wasting too much energy, as it's a tiny little sling. So now the fun part, trying to get this fast little tarantula to go into its new little enclosure. And this, take your time when you're doing this. Don't rush anything. There's no point in rushing it. Even if it don't go right, like see how it's right there on the edge? That's okay. I'm going to slowly work myself over here like this. I'm going to bring my paintbrush. I'm going to slowly try to get him to hopefully go down. If you don't want to go down, that's okay. So on a little sling like this, you can sit here. There's a couple options you can do. You can sit here and try to work its way onto the lip like I'm doing right now. You can allow him to crawl on your finger and then get them in there, and there you go. Look at that. Went right into its enclosure. I'm not going to close the lid because this is where you got to be careful. If I went ahead and oh, it's in there, and I got excited and I rushed it, I would just smash his leg right there. Here, first you can come around so you can see that. But you can see right there is its leg. If I was to close this lid, I'd end up hurting its leg. So I'm just going to slightly, gently touch it with the paintbrush here, and see it pull its leg down. I can go ahead and close this, but I'm going to make him go down in here like this. And he'll go in here and make a nice little home. And I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this off camera, so please just keep on there. I'm going to grab a tiny little dubia roach. Here we go. There's a little one. Actually, I will show. Okay, so here's a little tiny dubia roach. I got some tweezers here that I use. I'm going to go ahead and smash it a little bit on the head. I know not something that, is pretty, but this is something that I do and others do when you have tiny little tarantula slings. It's just, I feel more comfortable doing that, knowing that it's still going to move a little bit. It is a little bit big for it. I meant to grab a smaller one, that's okay. But I'm going to go ahead and set this right in here. And he is right here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to pick him up. But he is right here, and this is really cool. And I got that little dubia roach right there. So he can go over and eat. And like I said, that way he can get food and eat and feel much more comfortable. I'm going to do another shout out. This is Glenn Solva, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Good guy. Has some awesome stuff. He's got these cool looking baby scorpions, and he just did a pokey Ornata doing a Dremel, which was really neat. He's got some good videos. He only has 27 subscribers. So I want to give him a shout out because he's a good guy, very active on Instagram. If you find him on Instagram, he has lots of stuff, posts all the time on Instagram. Good guy to follow on YouTube and on Instagram. So go ahead and head over to his channel, give him a subscribe, and follow him, and just a good guy. Anyway, this is a Boxingboa. Please like, click, share, and subscribe. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, and I will get back to you. And I will leave a link to his YouTube channel, and I will leave is it on my let me see here, Chicago Cubs, obviously. Okay, right here. I will leave a link to this video here so you can learn a lot more about this species and actually get a really good sense of what they are, what they take to care for, and things like that. Because like I said, I'm a noob when it comes to tarantulas, so I want to make sure that I get you the best information possible. If I don't have that information, I will do what I can to get you that information so you're much more informed. So anyway, this is Boxingboa. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. Peace.